I was watching this great video of a guy who went to the Philippines to visit his girlfriend, but there's a catch. And the catch was part of what made the story so great. Now, this guy is an airline worker. Apparently, his union is on strike. So he's got some free time. And he decides he's going to take this opportunity to go to the Philippines and to visit his girlfriend. However, he doesn't tell her that he's coming to see her. And that's where things get interesting because, guys, we can see how this is shaping up. He's going to pay a surprise visit to his girlfriend in the Philippines to test her and see what happens when he gets there. He doesn't spell it out quite that clearly, but it's pretty obvious that that's where things are headed. Now, I get it. You're on strike, you got some free time, you've got a girlfriend who's half a world away. Why not go visit her now? Seems like the perfect time. And that seems to be what was going through this guy's mind. Flies across the country, and during his trip, he has to explain, or he has to make up a story rather, for his girlfriend about why he wasn't able to text her for such a long period of time. He comes up with an excuse, but fundamentally, he was in the air and he didn't have a signal, so he just needed her to believe that nothing suspicious was happening. Gets to the Philippines. His girlfriend lives out in the province, so he rents a car. He heads in there and grabs some Jollibees on the way. And I'm watching this story as he's walking up to her house. And I'm wondering just what he is going to find because it is really interesting. I mean, this is one of these videos where, like, if I'd done it, I would have added some music to that part of the video to build the suspense because you got to wonder, is he going to get there? Is she going to have another guy? Is she going to have another life? What's going on? Turns out she's true. At least it seems like she's true to me. He gets there. She's taking an afternoon nap. Her cousin or aunt or sister or whoever it is also taking a nap there under this like gazebo. And he surprises them. She wakes up with, these mixed emotions. She's shocked that he's just there, but she's overjoyed that he's there. And, she's trying to kind of reconcile all these different feelings that she's having. What I love about the story is that this is Prince Charming finding his princess. It's not the first time they met. I mean, it's his girlfriend. But he tested her, and she was true. She didn't have somebody else hanging out waiting when he arrived. When he got there, she wasn't suddenly trying to figure out how to shuffle things around because his arrival was an inconvenience. No, she was overjoyed that he was there. And you could just see the look on his face. He's the returning hero being greeted by his family after conquering, the Visigoths. Embellishing a bit, but you get the point. Looking at his face and looking at that feeling that you could see welling up in his chest of being the hero, you have to wonder exactly what was going through his mind. Now, for me, given some of the other videos I've seen where I see that they got engaged and they are probably married by now, I'm assuming that that was the moment. That was the moment where he decided, this one's a wife. This one is going to be my wife. Because I needed to know that she was true. When I showed up, I got no red flags whatsoever. Story of princesses, Prince Charming, a lot of that's fairy tale. But the essence of it can be true. You go to the Philippines, you are a prince. And there are tons of princesses for you to find. So if you find one, and you really find a good one, well, you can hold on to her.